I forget what I was asking. Things that what would make a Sonic game like good. So 2.5D was one of them. But you saying like that, you know,
just you can make a 3D one. Just I keep on saying it. If a game studio like Insomniac had Sonic, it would be a lot better than what we're getting now.
Yes, it would be. But quality control would be one thing. Better story probably a lot of the time.
It doesn't have to have
I don't care best story.
Yeah, best story. What did have a decent story?
It's just a bit like what's all this
why are they putting story? I don't care what story.
It's never known for his story.
No, I know, but like I'm saying, like why is he suddenly in like Agrabah? Why is he a Black Knight? Why is Shadow shooting people with an Uzi and riding a motorcycle?
It was an Uzi, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Just like common sense stuff. Through that, basically, you look at this and you're like, this makes sense. Not what the fuck's going on. Like, why does Spider-Man have, like, a giant robot? Like, that kind of stuff. This makes you really confused. Why is Batman killing people? Like, just very basic stuff that people put in, like, stories that makes you kind of question, like, what they're doing with the franchise in the first place. So that's why when I see just, like, a decent story, I don't want some, like, you know, oh my god, Sonic Adventure blah had the best story in all of, like, things. You get an award. I don't want that. Just for me to just read then just be like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
So...
doesn't have to have a good story, but it just needs to at least have.
And also, okay, fine. I mean, if the story is just nonsense, then you have to be good to play at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you can have nonsense story. I'll laugh about your story, but then I'll be like, that gameplay was good.
Rayman Legends had zero story, but one of the best gameplay experiences.
But there's a plot, right?
Maybe if you read the book.
Go read the book. Literally, it was so ridiculous. It's like, yeah, they woke up someone from this slumber. They're angry. They want to destroy everything. Rayman and co have to go stop them.
That's good enough.
What was the story for Rayman 2? I remember there was a story. I actually really enjoyed
the 3D Rayman had more of a story, but
3D Rayman, that's Rayman 2.
Yeah, but like, you know that classic Rayman, like PS1 Rayman, and then the remaster, whatever, like the newer versions that they did went back to the older Rayman, like the PS1 Rayman.
Who owns Rayman, by the way? Is it Ubisoft?
Ubisoft, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have to have like a deep story, just something that I can just... I mean, to be fair, the original like 2D ones, it's Sonic and Robotnik is there. Go get him and, you know, free the stuff. Fine, just do that. But I guess maybe they're trying to bring in stuff from like the comics and so on and so forth. I don't know. All these new characters. Oh yeah, they should do. Not create any more new characters. There's no need for any more new characters. Can you name all of the characters that are in Sonic?
I can.
Right, let's do it.
Or let's do it. All the games. Go do it.
Sonic. Yeah. Sonic. You got Sonic. You got Dr. Robotnik.
Okay,
yeah.
Well done.
You got Tails.
Yeah, well done.
You got Knuckles, innit?
Yeah.
You got Metal Sonic, innit? No, you got Mecha Sonic, innit? Then you got Metallics because it's two different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic, I think Metal Sonic was in...
Cool. Now it starts getting hard. Now you got flipping... Shadow, yeah. Then you got that...
Silver,
yeah.
Hell, Silver. Anyway,
Silver Hedgehog, innit?
There's the psychic one.
Rouge.
You got Rouge, you got Blaze, you got
Amy.
Blaze?
Amy, you got Cream.
Cream?
You have Cream, yeah.
And her mum. I don't know what her mum is.
Yeah.
Cream and her mum.
You have Chaos.
You got Chocola.
You have Chaos.
Chocola.
Is that her child?
I'm surprised you guys even named them. So what about...
You got SBO.
Who the hell's SBO?
The comedian.
One of the best
ninja.
Team Chaotix.
You got Mighty.
Yeah, I know Mighty.
You got that squirrel thing.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah,
He's in Sonic Mania, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but he was in the arcade Sonics. Do you remember the arcade?
I remember with the rolling ball thing.
Ah, okay.
You viewed it. What's his name?
You got Charmy the bee.
You got Charmy. I remember
Why
Charmy.
did they put B?
Just find random animals.
Alligator
crocodile. Is it Vector? Okay.
Vector is like... Vector is supposed to be... I swear he's supposed to be black, bro. Because the stuff they put on this guy, yeah, is all this bling.
Oh, he has like a chain.
Bling, you know?
He has a chain.
And headphones.
And he likes to sing.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
He sings and breaks robots' parts.
Are you
in
serious?
Sonic Heroes, yeah.
Also the robot. E10 something beta.
So they got Gamma, Beta, Omega.
That's too many characters,
Oh, my Lord.
How many characters are in Mario?
And then there's
Mario.
also... You've also forgot... There's a lot of characters in Mario.
Yeah, never said to be fair, they add characters in Mario, but they don't add 5 for every video game. They had like 1.
Don't forget Big the Cat.
Yeah.
Have him.
And Froggy.
Who the fuck is Froggy?
Big the
Cat's pets.
Why was that in the game?
You have Maria, you have Gerald, Robotnik.
I'm so surprised you can name all these characters.
I
get mixed up. What about the ones that are skateboarding? The birds.
No one cares, bro.
The ones that are like surfboarding and shit.
That's as far as
Exactly, that was as far as
my knowledge goes. I don't know.
I guess I can't name them all.
There you go. There's so many of them, and it's
You
just
got
so...
Infinite
Who's Infinite?
from Sonic Forces.
Who's that?
Jesus,
It's the bad guy, isn't it?
Oh,
Just looks like a hedgehog still.
okay. Oh, it's the one with the little crystal thing on his chest.
Yeah.
You got Shadow's creator, was it Black? Was his name?
What?
Black Death or something? I don't know his name.
Huh?
So that's from
Yeah,
Shadow
the boss,
the
the
Hedgehog.
one that they created him from his blood.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
What?
Is that from Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Nah, this game is.
Oh, yeah.
There's also Bio Lizard.
You have to respect how bad it
There's
is.
no relationship between him and Shadow. Shadow, they just happen to look identical.
They look the same.
And Shadow's like 100 years old.
So they made another Sonic-looking character.
Yeah, that's Shadow, isn't it?
No, that isn't Shadow.
Yeah.
said the person that created Shadow-
I'm saying the person that created Shadow was this alien thing.
Oh, fine. Okay, fine.
But it has no relation to Sonic whatsoever. They just happen to look.
Oh, and oh my lord.
And
That makes
Shadow's like
no
100 years old. It makes no sense.
That makes
Why are they identical?
sense. Okay, so cut at least 2/3 of the characters and just throw them in the bin.
Did you know there's a flipping polar bear?
What?
Is there?
There's a polar bear, yeah.
What game is he in?
He's in the game. He's in the Sonic game, you know.
I'm not even surprised.
And then there's a... What was it? I think that's it. That's all I can remember. Have you ever tried to search your name and then the hedgehog?
Oh god.
in Google.
Oh god.
So let's do an experiment.
Oh god. I've seen this before. It's proper.
So,
It gets some
let's see.
nasty shit sometimes.
Let's do... let's do a challenge. Tega the hedgehog.
Actually, that would be quite.
What?
So, have you not seen this before?
No.
Like, put your name
No, I'm doing it on-
and the hedgehog on it, and you probably
Private
get
browsing, bruv.
you probably get a version of Sonic that someone has drawn. Like you can do it, and like I have one. I have one.
Myra.
No, Sean the hedgehog.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's I got the hedgehog there.
There's Tegan.
Tegan.
Tegan the
No, I'm
hedgehog.
gonna do it.
Yeah, they
She's a bad bee.
and you will get.
I'll show you mine. Demi the
That's a bit.
hedgehog.
Yeah, oh my god, he has one.
I do have one.
He's a Kingdom Hearts guy. He's a Kingdom Hearts character.
Why has it got breasts?
So that's the thing you can do. That's how big the Sonic community is, I suppose.
Yeah.
You can write stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is the
Sonic
name
to
of it?
blame.
There's a name of these characters
Well, furries.
that they sexualize. No, there's an actual, it's like a code or something
Oh, I don't know about that.
for certain sign or something like that.
Anyway.
But Sonic's.
When that community gets a hold of things, it's usually really disgusting.
I was watching
Still making money.
It's one of my favorite pastimes is watching Game Grumps play Sonic games
Because they always
because
break.
they just like this is so bad and they're like going crazy playing it. And then their Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough, they were reading Sonic fan fiction while they were playing it, and it was like a Sonic erotica
Oh, Jesus.
where Sonic is in the Mario world. I think.
Huh?
Well, I think it was the sequel to the first erotica. Sonic has finished banging everyone, yeah.
Well,
And then now he's in the Mario world and he's watching the Mario Kart things. And then he's watching Mario playing. He's in the audience with Peach watching Mario race. And then when Mario's not looking, he has sex with Peach. And then he has sex with Daisy.
Oh my lord. Yeah, the community is.
So Mario can't find out about this. Don't worry, it was.
Bowser's already doing stuff, so don't worry. Mario doesn't know what to do.
I think that's because of that we need to delete Sonic. It's Sonic's fault for all of this. Sonic is wrong. Everything wrong with the world is Sonic.
Is now
Sonic
toxic.
It's toxic.
Sonic is now toxic too in the internet community because they love him so much. But see, if Sega provided good games, then they wouldn't need to make up this disgusting fanfiction. They'll be busy playing the good games. They won't have time to write this disgusting.
Is it really hard to make a good Sonic game?
I mean,
because the fans.
The fans can do it. The thing is though, I do wonder if it's sort of case like do they see what's trending and then they try and make something? Because they made so many different kinds of Sonic games that doesn't really make any sense. It's a bit like the werewolf. Why? Why? Like even when you said it, you were like, the playing as regular Sonic is actually fun. When they changed the werewolf, it's just shit. So it's like, why didn't they just leave it as just playing. Nobody wants to play a different version of Sonic. They just want to play Sonic, a good Sonic. That's the end.
Sometimes they feel like you kind of think that they've learned their lesson.
They don't.
And then they don't. Like, they did Generations and you're like, oh.
Do you know why? Because they look at it and they're like, the sales aren't that bad. People are like, maybe this time. Oh, no.
And then they do Sonic Boom and you're like, why?
Doesn't make any sense.
Why did you do this?
Do you think, like, basically when they hire, like, the team, they're like, okay, guys, we want to do something fresh with Sonic. We want to do something really good and fresh nobody's seen before. They're like, okay, and then they do it, and then it flops, and they fire them, and they get a new team, and it's like, okay, guys, what's something really new and fresh with Sonic that no one's ever seen before? Okay, and then they're like, oh, this sucks, they fire them. And they don't do that, but like, I don't get it. It just seems like they're being run by this really like out of touch.
But
like,
then they do Sonic Mania,
but then they didn't do Sonic Mania. That's the thing.
No, but. It works for Sonic Mania. Just do that again. Whatever you did.
But it wasn't them. That's isn't it, right?
Whatever you did, whoever you got, just get them to do it.
Okay, go to the fans. Go, you made this game. People are talking about it and say it's really great. Can you make us another one? But they're not going to do that.
Just do something. The same people. And just give them.
Those people have already left the comic company.
No, they love Sonic. They deal with the goodness of their house. Just bring them back. Give them some money, you know.
I don't know. It'd be like the whole like Mega Man, right? Where even when they made Mighty Number 9,
oh, bro,
that was just flop. Although I never played it.
But it flopped because they thought they got the main creator of Mega Man, but they get some random games. He was part of it, but he wasn't the guy.
But he actually had a presentation where he said, "Oh no."
Yeah,
but then he wasn't actually the one doing it. Then
not really. No, there were a lot of different guys involved in that. But then once you start Kickstart projects, you get your money, and then you start saying we need another publisher. You know it's starting
There's
to go
a problem.
down.
Yeah,
that's really that. They're just kind of wasting.
I mean, but it will never go away. Even if they don't make a good Sonic game ever, they will still keep making Sonic games.
Yeah, we just won't buy them.
They'll just keep being bad.
We just won't buy them.
It's not the little kids.
I listen to the music because the music's always on point. They have enough budget to make a good soundtrack. When it comes to the game itself, hit and miss.
So you're saying Sonic doesn't need like a revamp? Just do what works.
Initially, I thought maybe, but then after seeing the Sonic Mania trailer, I was like, actually, he's just fine that way.
Yeah,
he doesn't actually find the way he is.
He doesn't actually need anything to be done to him. Really, he's actually.
Well, can you keep doing that?
No.
What do you mean?
Can you keep doing that? Because the reason why, for example, Mario has worked is because. Like, you play a Mario game and there's always something fresh with the Mario game.
Not really.
Yeah, there's always a new gimmick.
The same, the
since N64.
Like I'm saying, like the base systems are the same.
Yeah,
it's just they didn't added something new on top of it. So like even with like Mario Sunshine, it was like if you played any of the 3D Marios, you can play any of the new ones.
Yeah, because
the base system is the same, the positions are the same. It's just the world is slightly different, and some systems they've added into slightly different, like something fresh. And it works for Mario because Mario is just his templates. He's very sort of like he's a character that basically you can just put him anywhere and it will just work at this point. Or maybe because they put him anywhere and it's worked, you now see him as a character that can be put anywhere.
You put Mario in a Sonic game.
No, but it's a platformer. You know what to expect with a Mario game.
Yeah, no, but I think you don't because they put Mario in everything, but I don't see. But they've also put Sonic in everything. I don't see Sonic the same way I see Mario. Like Mario has been in board games, Mario has been in races, Mario has been in beat 'em up, Mario has been in platformers, Mario has been in card game, Mario's been in RPGs, and he fits in every single one.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it comes down to the developers because Sonic, what's it called? The Sonic RPG game that they had looked like ass. But it looks like that. It's not that it can't be a platform. It couldn't be RPG. It could easily be an RPG game, a proper one where they all have proper moves and blah blah blah. Mario did it, so why can't Sonic do it?
Because Sonic doesn't do it well.
It's because the developers made a bad game.
I always say again, the designers are the bad game.
Yeah, but I'm including them all together.
Oh, okay, fine.
So, I'll just say the studio did it bad.
Do you know which studio made the Sonic RPG?
I think it was Bethesda.
It's BioWare.
Or BioWare.
BioWare.
It was BioWare. Yeah, I remember.
BioWare. Oh god.
When did they make it?
This was in 2008.
BioWare are a bad developer though.
They are now. But they've made two. They've made. It's them ones. When I look at them, I'm like, Maybe it was just a flash in the pan.
Or maybe what it is, right, as well.
You can't make
Dragon Age and Mass Effects. That's it.
But even Dragon Age, people rip on Dragon Age now.
What's it called? Who made BioShock?
It wasn't BioWare.
Was it BioWare? Who was it that made it?
It was I have to check it out now.
Well, maybe also it's a thing where it's
I think they're flash in the pan.
Where it's basically like, let's say you release something and it's good, and you release it again and it's good, it's good. Where it's like, okay, we made all these good things. Now we can like branch out and make other good stuff. Because BioWare hasn't made any good.
So I was gonna say BioWare also made that Star Wars game very highly.
Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
But
they weren't bad. They had they're bad now, Sha.
I mean, it's almost like sort of like
it's like Blizzard, isn't it? Blizzard were amazing before. Now all of the original people have left and made their own studio.
Yeah, Blizzard is now just like it's just a corporation that just like and
sucks the life out of everything.
They've
sucking life and money from everyone.
Yeah, it's really painful to watch, to be honest, actually, because you're doing stuff. There's no joy in what you're playing anymore.
World of Warcraft, they're just re-releasing the old stuff again.
You know they're
it's so funny.
The thing is about it, right?
But it's good though.
The re-releases are good, but it's the original when they were the way they are. Right, which is why they're actually good and fun to play. But the retail version of World of Warcraft, in other words, massive tangent, is just like what people call it. They say it's beta testing, but you pay for.
Yeah,
that's what they say, because basically they put something out that doesn't work, that hasn't been really tested that well, and then you play it, you complain, and then they patch it.
But that's kind of the kind of the way gaming has.
No, but this is different. I'm not saying that the things are buggy. I'm not saying they're buggy. It's that the system itself isn't enjoyable to play. The audience doesn't like it, and then they change it. So what they stack system upon system upon system upon system to fix things that they've done at the bottom. What they do something called throwaway system. So every expansion that they release is something completely new. So you gain all this character development, and then at the end of that expansion you lose it all, and then they make something else new.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing for World of Warcraft. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool. But it's started doing that 3 expansions into it, or 4 expansions into it. Before it was just, this is the game. Things that you've created in expansion 1, it will still be there in expansion 2. And then expansion 3 came out, and it was still there in expansion 3. And expansion 4 came out, and it was like, actually, let's just dump everything that's happened and just add something else. And then expansion 5 came out, and was like, oh, let's dump all that, add something else. So nothing you gain
is there for life.
Yeah, it just goes away. But that's a different thing that what Sonic is doing at the moment. Although Sonic is kind of doing that. Every new game is like, let's try this new system. But the system that they put in, it's not like, again, they're not good. You just don't like them.
If you're going to do it badly, just go mad.
Just go to your base.
Just get Sonic, put him in flipping God of War, bruv. Have him ripping. Do you know what happened?
They'll probably do that one day.
That's what one of the developers said. Mm-hmm. He said he really likes God of War, and he actually wanted to put like God of War stuff into Sonic, where he's like ripping robots apart.
Oh, you want to make a gory Sonic?
Not gory, but that kind of like animation sequence kind of stuff.
But that won't even work. Doesn't make any sense. Imagine. These are people that they're doing it, they're like, oh, let's just do this. It's like, bro, like your game, no one likes your game at the moment. Like, just go back to the base. That's what I'm saying. Like with release of Mario, they from their base system, people like it. So it's almost like, okay, we can now branch out and see what else people can like, because they like the base system. But with your Sonic game, no one likes your Sonic games at the moment. Don't be going off trying to like experiment with different stuff when your base system doesn't even work.
That's the thing. They don't really have a base for.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have a base that works.
I thought they clocked it in Sonic Unleashed. Like they saw that everyone liked the newly vamped system, 3D system, and then they did it in Sonic Generations. And they're like, okay, so that's the base now, right? And then they just didn't do it again. It's not
but what I don't understand is that, like, I don't remember anyone complaining about Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know why they didn't.
I don't like Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, okay.
That's just me, because I felt like then that problem with the 3D Sonic, and to be fair, this is also an issue with 2D Sonic though, is that you are fast, right, for the first couple of levels, and when you get to halfway, it's not a Sonic game anymore. It's a platform. It just comes. Sonic is a platform, but it becomes a very slow, especially towards the end in the 3D Sonics, where you don't actually run, you just gonna jump in here, gonna jump in here, because if you go, you just fall and die. The only time you're fast is when you're grinding. And that's it. Like it's not the whole the game that you're playing at the start isn't the same game as you progress through the game. It gets slower and slower and slower, because the only way they think they know how to increase difficulty is to make pitfalls. Whereas in Mario, the game is consistent all the way through from beginning to the end. You're playing the same kind of game. It's harder, but the game hasn't changed. But for Sonic, it changes. Even in 2D ones, it changes. But for some reason, 2D ones are kind of okay with it. Because in 2D ones, you're just going, right?
Yeah, but the 2D ones, you can't just continually go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they've given you that system at the start. Like, you play the first game, you just go.
But that's what I'm saying. You can. Again, that sounds like poor game design rather than.
It is.
But the original systems of the game can work. That's what I was kind of getting
the
at.
original 2D versions.
No. There's even the systems in, like you said, the first level of Sonic Adventure 2 is really good.
Yeah, because all you do is run fast.
But there's some platforming elements of it, but it's all still kind of fast paced.
Yeah.
All of it is you get to use all your repertoire of attacks and blah, blah, blah. And they could have really, you don't even have to, like, those type of Sonic games, I don't even think you even need to continually increase the difficulty the further along you go, because it still has a level of challenge because you still have to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
The first level it's easy, but at the same time, you can if you have a slider, you can make it harder by making it a bit slower if you wanted to. But I don't know, man. I feel like they had the idea of what they can do with a 3D Sonic game, and then they decided to go a different direction. And
one thing I do remember from playing Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 is I played the first couple of levels over and over and over again just to beat my time. Because it was almost like once you play it through the first time and you're going fast and then you make a wrong turn and you slow down, like, oh crap, I should have actually just done right this way. And then you play the level again because you just want to beat your time and see if you can beat that level even faster. But gets to a point towards the end of the game where you can't play the game that way. You could, but it's not fun to play the game that way. You know, like, that if you run down this hill and press jump at just the right time, you will hit a grind bar. You don't hit the wall and then jump on the grind bar. You know exactly, if you jump at this point, you land on the grind bar and then you just keep going.
That reminds me of that level where you're on like a bridge and you're grinding on the bridge rails.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah. So yeah, like all that stuff made the first few levels quite fun because you knew that it wasn't really about it was about beating the level as quickly as possible and not so much about not falling. Which is what it became. It became don't fall into the holes. Because remember, you were in space. So you're not running anywhere. You're like, and I remember playing like back then and be like, this isn't even, I'm not Sonic anymore. I'm just some platformer person that I have to fall on anything.
Then again, they did have the levels of Knuckles and Rouge when you like digging for stuff. And
everyone's level was different.
I remember that.
Everyone's level was different.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a bit of diversity. I think what they did was they took, like, remember Sonic Adventure 1, they took the gameplay elements of those ones, like the ones that people, I guess, enjoyed. So I'm guessing the Sonic levels were fun. The Knuckles levels, to some people, must have been fun. And the E1, the robot levels were fun.
Tails and Eggman,
Yeah, and those are the elements they took from Sonic Adventure 1 and put in Sonic Adventure 2. So with Tails and Eggman, you're basically playing as the robot in Sonic Adventure 1. And then Sonic is still Sonic and Knuckles is Knuckles and Rouge or whatever. And Sonic
Child Garden, which they never brought back.
I was addicted to that, man.
That was like his own game.
And what made it better was, when you had it on the Dreamcast, you moved the child into your memory card, and your memory card doubled as like it was like a little Game Boy, but it was more like a Tamagotchi, so you can carry it around with you. Other people who had it, you can trade stuff with it. I don't know, that mechanic was really cool in my opinion.
Yeah, each game had their own like mechanic. Yeah.
Did that carry on throughout the entirety of the Sonic franchise?
No, just the Dreamcast.
There was only Dreamcast who had that interactive memory card thing.
Right.
I don't know. They should have really kept that going, but then Dreamcast died.
Yeah, Dreamcast.